everyone, I'm Olor.
And I'm Tingman, and this is part 2 of our director's commentary on all the solves from our most recent competition.
If you haven't seen part 1, please check that out. But right now, we're gonna get started on part 2.
Go. Okay, so now we have Olor's 4x4 solves. You want to tell us about that?
That one was a really nice one.
It was pretty good.
Quite easy center pairing. I had
Ooh,
Olor
Tiola.
parody though.
Yeah. And then that looks like a JB.
Yeah.
Nice. 151.
Olor
That's
parody.
pretty good. So that's actually a fairly good time for you, but unfortunately the cutoff was, what was it? 115, I think? Yeah, it was a pretty low cutoff, so yeah, it was pretty hard for Olor to get that. But I mean, you know. What was that?
Because I didn't make it past the cutoff.
Oh, yeah, so it's sort of okay. All right, 5 by 5 for me. So I was already so happy from my previous, the last comp I went to. I got such good 5 by 5 times. Wasn't expecting a lot, but then like, if you just saw, I did first 2 centers for that first solve in 10 seconds. Like, I never do first 2 centers for 5 by 5 that quickly. It just flew by so fast, and it was like when I got to the edge pairing phase, I was just like, how am I here already? I feel like I only just started. Got 144 in my very first solve, which is really crazy. So happy with that. That instantly already was like, beat my PR. Next solve 156, which is, like very good as well. And I thought, we'll see. We'll see if I can keep this up. And then in my next solve, another really smooth, really, really fast solve. It just flowed so well. I got my edges done so quickly. Everything just went so smoothly. What are you doing? You were like jumping over there in the corner. T-perm. And then I ended up getting 143 and beating my PR by another second. So I was like, wow, I might actually get like a low 150 something solve. And yeah, sure enough, I got a 150 for my last one, averaging 150. Isn't that crazy? I don't feel like I'll ever be able to beat that, but Okay, round 2. Round 2 for 3x3. So this was Olor's first solve, and was that your slowest solve?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you got an 18.
18.67 that landed on the timer.
Yeah. And then you got another 18. And then another 18. You kept telling me you got 18s. And then right at the end you got a low 19, which gave you an average of
18.
Yeah, so you got like an 18.8 average. You're so happy. And then it was my turn to do 3x3, and it was okay. So look at his first solve. It was so fast. I actually ended up getting a time of 13 seconds. Like my nice little F perm at the end, and then bang! And I was like, what? I've never stuffed up a PLR in a comp before. I don't know how I did that with my F perm. So that was very sad. Got DNF when I could have gotten 13 seconds. Whatever. So I got 13 for my next one. I was like, okay, that's all right. Let's keep focused. We can do well. 15 for my next one. Not as good. 17 for my next one. Worse. But I was like, if I can stay focused. And then I got 13.7 for my last one with a +2. I was very sad about that because it meant that, yeah. But I still made it into round 3. But yeah. Okay, so multi. So there were 2 rounds of multi-blind in this comp. And for the first one, I decided to do 6 cubes. My aim was actually to do 8, but I thought let's maybe start like a little bit. My practice leading up in that week wasn't that great. So I was like, let's start with 6, let's just be safe. That's my sister, who is holding the blindfold, the cover for me. Thank you very much for doing that. So 6 cubes. Cube number 2 was the one that I made that mistake in. But otherwise, yeah, 29 minutes for memorization is pretty good. It's like under 5 minutes per cube. For multi, which is quite good for me. And yeah, I actually felt really, really good about this. Like, I feel like I executed it perfectly. I didn't make a single mistake. And so the mistake must have come in my memorization with that second cube. But hey, 5 out of 6 meant that I beat my previous result of 3 points, because 5 out of 6 means 4 points. It's a number of successes minus number of failures, so 5 minus 1. 4 points. Anyway, this is a second round of multi where Olor was doing it. And me rocking daily puzzles. Yeah, represent. So I did 8 cubes this time. Took 38 minutes to memo this, which is, even faster than than the previous round's rate. But as you can see, yeah, I stuffed up cube 1 and 4. I think. Oh, I can't even tell now. But yeah, it was the same. It was the same as the previous day. I feel like I executed the thing perfectly. I didn't make any mistakes, but I still had incorrect cubes. So I think what that shows is that I wasn't memorizing correct. I was actually making mistakes with my memorization. Anyway, same number of cubes solved as the previous day. Got 5 out of 8, but unfortunately that means 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, which is only 2 points. But, oh well, that's okay. It was still pretty fun. I'm starting to really enjoy multiblind. So Mega was next. Megaminx was new for both of us. Neither of us have ever done Megaminx before. I got a 2:16. I looked quite disappointed because the cutoff was 2 minutes and I was hoping to get sub 2 so I could do 5 solves. But really 2:16 is quite a good time for me given that it's the first time that I've done Megaminx at a comp. Olor had only just started learning Megaminx like prior to that, so yeah. She unfortunately DNF'd for Megaminx, so she got over 4 minutes. So this was 6x6, and probably out of everything, I think it was my most disappointing result because I was starting to do quite well at 6x6 at home, and I just had an unlucky solve. Like I had OL parity, and as you can see here, I then also had PLL parity, and it just wasn't smooth. And then I ended up getting
Wipem.
Yeah, Wipem, that's it. And I got a 433. So I was honestly quite disappointed by that. But you know, had to work with my brain and not just focus on the negatives, you know, and think about the positives as well.
Blindfolded?
That's right. Why was I wearing a blindfold? I think someone told me that if I did badly, then I should just like put the blindfold on at the very end and just finish it so it looked like I did the 7x7 blindfolded. Anyway, 7x7, I didn't practice very much leading up to it, but it was the smoothest solve. It was just like, I was just spotting everything so quickly. And even though I didn't make the cutoff was 6 minutes, and I've never ever gone under 6 minutes, even at home. My best time at home was 6:17. I got 6:29, and like, that's really good for me, you know? I was just so relieved to get that 6:29. So that was really cool, getting that. Okay, and the very final one. So you weren't here for this. You had gone home by this point. But this was Blindfold Finals, and as I mentioned in the previous video, I really, really wanted a mean, which means getting 3 successes in a row. So, solve number 1 went very slow and very, very safe. 3 minutes. I spent a bit over 2 minutes with the memorization, 1 minute with the execution, and I got a success. Second one, same thing. Very nice and calm. It was an easier scramble, and I got it. And but the third one was a tough scramble, really tough. Everyone else agreed as well and said it was a really, really tough scramble. And so I spent nearly 3 minutes memoing this one. There was a 10-minute cumulative time though that I needed to like do it within, and so I couldn't take too long to do this. But I finished it in 3 minutes 55 seconds, which means that my 3 solves together added up to 9 minutes 57. Like if I was more than 3 seconds slower, I would have DNF'd that last solve, but I got it, which means I got my blind mean. Yes! That was so stressful, but yeah, it was so great. The really funny thing was that out of the 8 people who made it to the finals, only 3 people out of the 8 had successes. Like the other 5 just DNF'd all 3 solves. And the first 2 people got like only 1 success under 1 minute each. And then it was me going really slow. Like normally, you know, like 3 minutes will not get you into top 3. But because I was by default the only other person who had successes, I ended up getting 3rd place. And so I podiumed. I got like a bronze award for that, which is really funny. So all in all, how would you say that comp went? It was good, wasn't it? Yeah, what were your highlights, you would say, out of everything?
I made it into round 2 and I got like a 17 average.
Yeah, crazy. That was so proud of you, Olor. Starting round 1 with a 17 average for 3x3 and an 18 average for round 2 is still like phenomenal because like getting the 19 average in your last comp, we already thought was like, how can you beat that? You did beat it. Well done. And one thing that I didn't mention before, which we didn't record, is that Olor also gave 5x5 a go, and I was preparing her for a DNF because the time limit is 4 minutes, and at home Olor normally gets around 6 minutes to solve the 5x5, and then she comes to me and tells me, guess what? I got
331. won!
And I was like, wait, what? Wait, what event is this? Did you make a mistake? But yeah, you actually got like so much lower than what she got like normally gets at home for 555. So even though you couldn't do, 5 solves, it meant that you got a recorded time.
That wasn't a deal.
Yeah, of like 3:31 for the 5x5, which is so good.
I know!
There were little things that we could probably complain about if we wanted to, but we gotta focus on the positives, and there were so many positives. It was so great.
It was so amazing!
Well, thank you for watching, and thank you so much to everyone who came to this comp, who helped out in any way, like if you were a judge or a runner or a scrambler, or helping out at the registration table, or like stacking up chairs, putting chairs out, any of that stuff. Thank you so much for making this comp a success and so much fun. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you around.
See ya.
Sayonara.
Huh?
That's Japanese.